Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, if y'all can return to the dais for our next meeting. Oh, sorry.
Gotta be rations.
Here comes Commissioner Hughes.
Chantel has been awesome. She stayed open late for me to give me IVs. Called me this week and make sure she was gone.
All right, the July 8th board meeting for the Panama City Community Fund is hereby called to order. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Director Granger,
Present.
Director Street,
Present.
Director Hughes,
Here.
Director Lucas.
Present.
Director Branch.
Here.
Mr. President, you have quorum.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. Y'all have the minutes in front of you as a board from the meeting on April 8th of 2025 for the Panama City Community Fund Board of Directors meeting. We would entertain a motion to approve.
A motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion or modifications to the minutes from April 8th of 2025? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Director Granger,
Yes.
Director Street,
Yes.
Director Hughes.
Yes.
Director Lucas.
Yes.
Director Branch.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
All right, item number 2 is audience participation. This will be limited to anything that the Panama City Community Fund has authority over. Please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Comments will be limited to 3 minutes. Seeing none, audience participation is hereby closed. Item number 3 is the approval of the financial reports. Madam Secretary?
Yes, I have included in your packets the quarterly report for the period ended June 26, 2025. If there's really been no activity in this past quarter. So unless there are questions, we can entertain a motion.
Motion we approve. Second.
All right, there's a motion and a second. Any further comments or deliberations on the approval of the financial reports? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Director Granger.
Yes.
Director Street.
Yes.
Director Hughes.
Yes.
Director Lucas.
Yes.
Director Branch.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Item number 4 is presentation of the fiscal year 2024 annual financial report and the governance letter. Madam Secretary?
So before the meeting, I placed a copy of the financial statements at each of your posts. The audit was a clean opinion with no findings. So I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion approved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments regarding the fiscal year 2024 annual financial report and governance letter? Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Director Granger.
Yes.
Director Street.
Yes.
Director Hughes.
Yes.
Director Lucas.
Yes.
Director Branch.
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Item number 5 is the conflict of interest policy of the Panama City, Florida Hurricane Disaster Relief Fund, Incorporated. Madam Secretary?
So I have issued the change of name to the state of Florida, but we haven't technically changed our name to the community fund. So that's why it's still under the Panama City, Florida Hurricane Disaster Relief Fund. The purpose of the conflict of interest policy is to protect the tax exempt status of the Panama City, Florida Hurricane Disaster Relief Fund, Inc. when transacting business or arrangements that might benefit the private interest of an officer or director of the fund. This policy is intended to supplement but not replace any applicable state and federal laws governing conflict of interest applicable to nonprofit and charitable funds. I have left a copy of your confirmation. Also, appreciate you signing the conflict of interest policy before the conflict of interest declaration today after the meeting and provide it to me, or you can just bring it to my office. There's no investments here, so there won't be any conflicts with the investment. The bank account is with First Federal, if that's of interest to anyone. That's where all the funds are being held. We'll need to motion to approve the conflict of interest policy. There were no changes since last year.
Is there a motion to approve?
A motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right. Any questions or comments regarding the conflict of interest policy for myself or the secretary? Hearing none, please call the roll, Madam Secretary.
Director Granger?
Yes.
Director Street?
Yes.
Director Hughes?
Yes.
Director Lucas?
Yes.
Director Branch?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Is there a motion to adjourn?
A motion we adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, call the roll.
Director Granger?
Yes.
Director Street?
Yes.
Director Hughes?
Yes.
Director Lucas?
Yes.
Director Branch?
Yes.
Motion passes 5-0.
Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
So much eating.